Okay, let's take a look at number 7 from Unit 5D. So what are we doing here? We're graphing. Oh, I gotta find the function from 6. Hold on one second here. Okay, we're graphing y equals 1 half to the x minus 2 plus 3. Okay, so we're using the parent function, 1 half to the x. Sorry, I don't like that color as the main color. Let me use black here. Okay, so parent function is y equals 1 half to the x. So let's make our chart. X, y, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And when I plug in -2 into y, into 1 half to the x, so it's 1 half to the -2, which to make that a positive 2, we just flip the inside, which equals, that's just 2 squared, so that's 4. 1 half to the -1 is going to be the same. I just flip it, and that -1 turns into a positive 1, and so we get 2 for that. And then I have 1 half to the 0, which is anything to the 0 here is 1. And then I get 1 half to the first, which is a half. And 1 half squared is a half times a half, so that's 1/4. We also can figure out the domain, the range, and the asymptote. So remember for these functions, 1 half to the x, remember 1 half to the x is a decaying function that does this. So each x that goes up by 1, you're just multiplying by another half. So you're just constantly cutting stuff in half as you go by 1. Right? So you're always half the distance that you were before. So it's a decay function, and it's because the base is less than 1. Our domain is all real numbers, just x can be anything. The y's are just positive, and the asymptote is at y equals 0. And this is for all parent exponentials. Okay, so then there's no multiplying factor in front here, so we're not doing any vertical stretching. So we can actually just go to a second and final chart with the translations. So the -2, that's going to be 2 to the right. So add 2 to the x's. And then the +3 here is 3 up. So +3 to the y's, add 3 to the y's. So that gets us to the function y equals 1 half to the x minus 2 plus 3. So if I add 2 to all the x's, it was -2 plus 2 turns into 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add 3 to the y's, so 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5, 1 plus 3 is 4, and then 3.5 and 3.25. Hold on one second. Okay, and then let's apply these transformations to here. Our domain was all real numbers for x's, and then if I add 2 to it, it's still all real numbers. The range, I was y greater than 0, and then I moved everything up 3, so now it's y is greater than 3, and the asymptote is y equals 3. Okay, so let's see now. We got to graph it. So here's a sketch. We only need positives, actually. So let me do this. Here we go. 0, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. And then 1, 5. And 2, 4. 3, 3.5. Let me draw the asymptote before I start getting too close to this. Y equals 3. So this was, what was this? 3, 3.5. And then 4, 3.25. And then our curve you can tell is kind of coming down like this. I don't know if you can hear my dog going crazy in the background. And I think that's everything. Oh, somehow some of this got erased here. All right. And that's it. Okay.